after work, I'm dancing.
Very often people think, oh, as a professional dancer, you just teach 2 hours, but it's a lot more than that.
Hey guys, my name is Ray and I'm from New York City.
And I'm Christina, I'm living in Barcelona.
And today we're going to talk to you about what it's like as a daily routine as a dancer. So for me, I'm actually working full time. So I work in tech. And so every day I'm like waking up, I'm working out, trying to work out, and then do some daily stretches. I go to work. I'm working in Soho. It's awesome. I'm like typing on the computer all day. And so after work, I'm dancing. So honestly, every day I'm trying to practice movement, every day it looks a little bit different for me. So that could either be taking classes myself, that could be teaching classes. Some days I'm giving private lessons. So it's a time management game for sure. And it's also all about balance, right? So everyone's life looks a little bit different, but for me, I find a lot of stability and being able to have that financial freedom to travel and to explore my dance and my movement by having that job. In the past,
A few moments later.
we're on a roll.
Stay on track.
I am, we're talking.
Okay.
So for me, I used to be a freelancer, right? So I moved to New York City to be a model full time. I was working in production as a stylist. So I quickly learned how to be my own manager, right? How to be a woman in business, which is something that I don't think a lot of people in the dance scene, you're not really coached on it. You just have to learn as you go, right? So for me, teaching dance and starting to teach dance solo as a woman, it looks really different, and that's something we're both going to talk about. But in terms of doing your own bookings, doing all of this, doing your own social media, right? Reaching out to organizers, making contacts, being visible, but also managing your time, but also never sleeping, right? It's all a total balance. And so every day for me, at least, it looks like a balance of, my work, my 9 to 5, actually 9 to 6, and then practicing movement in the capacity that I have right now. Weekends for me, I'm always traveling. I'm either at home trying to fit in time to grocery shop and get my life together. And then also I'm traveling to festivals, right? I'm trying to do events, collaborations with different dancers. And every weekend looks different. It's really busy, but it's all a sacrifice, right? And I think for us, we're so passionate about dance and about what we're doing that we're willing to make that sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
What about you?
Same but different. So I have had a full-time job until very recently that I quit my full-time job to fully commit to dancing. But before that, I was still working. I was working also 9 to 5. And then directly after that would run to a class, run to teach. And on the weekends I'm traveling. I'm taking my last meetings from the airport. And now I just wanted to have more time for dancing. And I was lucky enough to also meanwhile have enough classes. I have regular private students and have more opportunities. So whether it is as a solo dancer that we've both in, as well as in partner work, it's a time management difficulty, and it's something you kind of also have to figure out on how do you work. In my case, I try to wake up in the morning. I try to first thing first, get in some water, drink some coffee, get in some daily movement, some mobility exercises, maybe a little bit of stretching. If I can, I'll try to meditate just to be present and be ready for the day. And then I start writing down a to-do list or adding to the to-do list that I've prepared the night before. I try to prepare the night before. Besides a weekly, at least a week ahead, I have to plan because I have to communicate with my private students or with the classes or whatever. So I have to have a schedule. But then in the mornings, I try to go through my daily to-dos and then start the day usually running maybe a little bit late to my appointments. And yeah, and then just rushing from one thing to the next. And very often people think, oh, as a professional dancer, you wake up at 11 or 12 and then you just teach 2 hours. But it's a lot more than that. You prepare the classes, you continuously you continuously take classes to become better because we want to be good for our students. So just yesterday, for example, I leave at 12. I have private classes, I have a meeting, I prep some content. On the train to the next location, I edit a video, I prepare something for social media. We obviously have to stay connected to our audience because that's kind of how we get also booked and grow our communities. And then suddenly, I also didn't have really time to eat regularly, or most of the time we don't, but suddenly we don't have time to eat. And then we're teaching a workshop and in the social, and suddenly it's 2 a.m. and the only thing that's still open is a burger place. So it has definitely, like, I love that. That's why I chose this job, and I love being a professional dancer, but it has definitely its sacrifices. Like on, I don't know, special days, sometimes holidays, or Christmas. It's almost hard to be home for Christmas because you have every weekend traveling. Your friends are gonna get a little bit tired of, oh, Christina, we want to do something Saturday. Are you gone again? Yeah, I'm gone again. I'm so sorry. So it has its pros and cons, but it's, for me at least, and I think for you as well, Ray, it's definitely worth the sacrifices.
Yeah, and for us too, it's like we met through dance.
Yeah.
So you also have your dance family, right? And like a lot of my best friends I met through this community.
Yeah.
So yeah, pros and cons, but for us, it's super busy, and we love to make you believe that we have it all together, but sometimes we don't.
Biggest tips, I would say, like to sum it up, in all the crazy world that you cannot control, try to drink enough water, try to somehow manage to get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Routines are, let's say, difficult, but try to establish them. And if you can't have the typical routine because you don't always wake up in the same place and at the same times, try to at least have like, okay, this is the amount of sleep I want to catch. This is the amount of water I try to take in. And for me, what helps really a lot is that whether it is at 6 a.m. or 10 or 12 to wake up, I try to have the first 15 minutes of my day as a restart. So I do is like water, stretch, meditation, set up my day, and then take a shower to kind of wash off my past day, and then I'm present for the next day. So these kind of things help to just like have your small little moments to be there.
Yeah, and I think the only thing I would add to that is, for me at least in the city, in New York City, it's like super busy. So finding space for creativity is really important, like letting your body just breathe and gain in inspirations that you can like be inspired for that next class that you're teaching, and you can continue to bring that energy that, you know, everyone really wants to engage with. Yeah.
Find your spark.
Yeah. Find your spark. Hashtag find your spark. But where do I start? We could talk about that. Okay. Hey guys, so once again, my name is Ray. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm a part of the VdanceClub, and we are an online school with so many different amazing dance styles from incredible dance instructors from all over the world. We hope that you'll sign up for classes with us. We have salsa, bachata, zouk, and so much more. We're continuing to add new amazing classes every week. So definitely sign up with us. You can click this link below to join our community, and we can't wait to dance with you.